Welcome to NEXTGames Star Wars The Old Republic Flashpoint series. Today, covering the assault on Tyloth Flashpoint on the veteran difficulty using my Sith Juggernaut. Now this is the first video that I've done in this series in some time, which makes this Flashpoint fitting for getting us right back into the swing of things, as I find this to be one of the easier and faster Flashpoints to complete, normally taking under 30 minutes on this difficulty. Now, unlike most other Flashpoints with 4 to 6 bosses, this one only has 3 to take on in quick succession, and as long as you pay attention to a single mechanic during each of these fights, you can easily zerg your way through this one with most well-geared classes. Now, the groups of mobs in this Flashpoint commonly have the weaker mobs in the back of the groups, so make sure you keep this in mind when cutting through the fodder. Now, this will bring us to our first boss, Major Imos, who we are fighting right now. Now, Major Imos has a ton of health to get through, so this fight will take some time, but he has fairly weak attacks that your companion should easily be able to cure you through. Now, the one main thing you would want to watch out for during this fight is when he summons 2 adds that are going to assist him. When he does this, you need to quickly switch to them and stay near them and alive while he uses his overhead AoE attack, designated by a red circle on the ground. Now your goal here is for that red circle to land on the ad, removing its shield and making your finishing off of that ad quite trivial and quick. You then want to switch to the other ad and do the exact same thing there. Now once both are dead, switch back to the boss and keep getting your damage in. There will be several phases of this that occur during the fight, so be on the lookout for them and take the most advantage of your time with just the solo boss to quickly get your damage in when those ads aren't bothering you. Now this boss in particular can take the longest to defeat of all the bosses in this Flashpoint due to that large health pool, but the overall fight I find to be the easiest of the 3 in this Flashpoint. We'll talk again at the start of Boss 2. This brings us to Boss 2, Master Liam Dentiri. Now Liam will start with 2 training droid adds that you should dispatch with as soon as the fight starts. Then start getting in your damage on Liam. Now as the fight goes on, Liam will often go stealth, and when he does so, summon 2 droid adds. When this happens, you want to quickly switch to them and take them out, using caution not to get caught in their directional attacks that will knock you down. Now you want to defeat at least one of these by the time Liam returns from his stealth. You then want to go back to damaging Liam immediately while finishing off the final add with things like your AoEs. Now shortly after returning from stealth, Liam will once again go back to stealth and then summon 2 additional adds. So you want to be sure to have ways to get in multiple forms of AoE damage so that you know those first 2 are dead by then. Otherwise, you'll end up having 3 or 4 droids on you during that second stealth attempt. Now if you focus on just those adds before going back to Liam, I find that you get very little damage in on Liam before he goes back to stealth mode, and then resummons even more adds. So that's why I find it critical to use any time that he is visible to get your damage in on him, even when those adds are out. Now that's going to be it for this second boss. Enjoy the rest of the fight, and we'll speak again at the third and final boss of the run. This brings us to the third and final boss of this flashpoint, Master Oric Traless. Now, Master Oric is easily the most challenging enemy in this flashpoint, but as long as you are prepared for his two worst abilities, this fight should go quite smoothly. Now, when the fight initially begins, you want to zerg your damage just as you do any other boss, but at around 80% health, Oric will retreat to one of the electrical devices in the room and start channeling untold knowledge. You must use your AoE abilities to expose the device's health bar, and then switch to it and finish it off. Doing so will cause Oric to become stunned and stop untold knowledge from going off. If untold knowledge does go off, he will cure himself for a substantial amount. Now, after this phase, you will want to go back to getting your damage in as quickly as you can until Oric retreats to the middle of the arena. When he does this, he is getting ready to use his AoE sealing ability that will kill you in 1 or 2 hits if they land on you on this difficulty. If you follow him to the center and start zerging him again, you will be dead before you get even a handful of swings in. Instead, when you see him do this, you want to quickly start running in a wide circle around the arena away from your companion. Now, you will need to do this for nearly a complete lap around the arena before the ability wears off, but doing this will allow you to avoid the death from above. Now, once the ability is over, he will reset and you can go back to zerging him as you were. Now, his cycle will now repeat, where his next ability will be to retreat to a device that you must once again AoE on and then defeat to stop him from curing. After that ability, there will be another short period of time where you can go back to zerging before he will once again retreat to the middle of the arena and do his mass AoE attack that you must again avoid by running around the room. Now, this process is going to occur several times throughout the fight until you have finished this flashpoint assault on Tyloth. That's going to be about all I have to share on this flashpoint. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching, everyone. Enjoy the rest of this final fight. We'll see you next time.
This is a sacred place. Sacred place. You'll be punished for your crimes. I will not tolerate this incursion. You'll be punished for your crimes. The Empire's audacity is its downfall. Here disgusts me. How desperate of the Empire to send you here? Sacred place. There is no death.